Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with your Mesonet weather report. Now, hopefully you're getting rain where you're at, and hopefully there's a lot more coming because we certainly need it, right? Let's take a look at that last drought monitor map before the rain and see where we stood. Well, we aren't in good shape, were we? So we have lots of that D3 extreme drought. That's the red color across the state of Oklahoma on the newest drought monitor map. It expanded down in southwestern and south central Oklahoma. It also expanded over into southeastern Oklahoma, over into Arkansas, and also expanded up in north central and northeast Oklahoma. So basically an intensification across nearly all of the state. So anywhere you are, except maybe for the far northwest and the Oklahoma Panhandle, you're in drought of some kind. Now, one thing we saw was our subsoil and our topsoil moisture getting very, very short. We take a look at the last map before the rainfall from the USDA, and we see our subsoil moisture percent short to very short was up to 86%, which is up from 4% from last week, and that's nearly the worst in the country. You know, just Texas and Wyoming ahead of us. So we really do need that moisture to be a little bit more moderate and soak down into the soil. And of course, the same map for the topsoil moisture. Obviously, our topsoil moisture was in really bad shape. Again, 84% at short to very short before the rainfall. Now, hopefully these rainfall maps from the Mesonet have reset a little bit after this rain. We can see the 90-day departure from normal rainfall map from the Mesonet, basically from August 1st through October. And we can see deficits across much of the state from 5 to 7 inches, even as much as 10 inches up in northeastern Oklahoma. Very few surpluses on there, just basically up in far northwest Oklahoma and parts of the western half of the Panhandle. And this is a really nasty looking map. The consecutive days with less than a quarter inch of rainfall, we did get up well over 30 days across much of the state, and in some areas more than 70 days, close to 80 days up in parts of north central Oklahoma. So we really did need that rainfall. Hopefully, like I said, this map is completely reset over much of the state. And remember, it's not just precipitation, it's also temperatures that impact drought. When we have above normal temperatures, we get that drought starting to intensify even more rapidly. And that's exactly what we've seen over the last 90 days. This graph of the statewide average maximum temperature departure from normal shows that at times we've been 10 to 15 degrees above normal for an extended period of time. And remember, this graph is smooth, so at times it's even been 20 to 25 degrees above normal, especially over the last week. Now for the good news. As we look at our extended outlook from the Climate Prediction Center for next week, we do see increased odds of below normal temperatures, or at least even near normal temperatures, which is better than those hot days we've been having, and then also increased odds of above normal precipitation. So the rain that we're getting over the weekend should last into next week as well. Okay, so we're getting rain finally. Hopefully next week we'll have a better looking drought monitor map for you. Anything that falls before Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. will go on next week's map. So let's hope for some good changes on that map here in a few days. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.